He's a great salesman.
Says who?
It's what I've been getting from everybody I've spoken to. He believes in family, money, and Blackpool, and not necessarily in that order.
What about the family? What did you get on them?
Danny, the son, goes to a private school, but the local police think he might be dabbling in soft drugs.
Well, who didn't at his age?
The daughter, Cheyenne, goes to college locally, and Natalie Holden is the perfect trophy wife. Combines public appearances with dedicated housewife and charity work.
Can I help you?
Peter Carlisle. Mm-hmm. Deputy Chief Inspector Jim Allwright. What's this doing up?
He's your main suspect.
You're coming at this a bit sideways, aren't you, son? I thought he found the body.
He did. And it turns out the victim died on the night the arcade had its opening party, so that rules him in, not out.
You should have come to me first. I was at the party. Ripley was with me all night.
Oh, of course. You're Ripley Holden's friend. I thought that name rang a bell.
That's right.
So what were you doing on the night in question, as the cliche goes?
We were just out and about, you know.
I'm gonna need more than that.
It was a lad's night out.
Ah, am I to understand you are pursuing romantic liaisons with members of the opposite sex, sir?
Nothing hardcore. Just a bit of fun. You wouldn't find a more devoted father than Ripley Holden.
Devoted to what, exactly?
I hope you're not trying to make a name for yourself, son.
Thanks for the alibi, Jim. Come on, let's go and play the slot.
What for?
You gotta know when to hold 'em,
Where to hold him?
know when to fold
Where to
'em,
hold him?
know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Thank you very much.
Did you find out where he's getting his money?
Not sure how that helps us build a case against him, sir. Live? Yeah?
I want to know how desperate he is. Desperation leads to extreme behaviour. He's already lied about the victim being at the arcade opening, so he's covering something up.
We'll be right there. The victim's mates have come forward and identified him, sir.
Well, hey, that's what friends are for. Yeah. We'll pick up pastries on the way. I know it's a lot to ask in this town, but no icing for me, eh?
Help yourself to biscuits, lads.
So, at what point in the evening's events did you and Mike part company?
Is there a technical term for a fiancée who becomes widowed? Like pre-widow, maybe?
I'll try and find out.
Groom's mates weren't exactly overcome with grief, were they?
Maybe they were still in shock.
Clearly had a falling out on the stag night.
Big enough falling out for a fight.
Big enough for them not to check up if he got home all right.
About him going off whoring.
Possibly.
So let me guess. I go and interview every whore in Blackpool, and you go and talk to Ripley's wife again.
No. No, it'd be a dereliction of my duty to leave you alone with a crowd of working girls.
There's a surprise. So, somebody killed Mike Hooley, then kept his body in Ripley's flats for 24 hours.
Imagine that passes for normal in these parts. Anybody could have access to those flats. You just ring the doorbell and you're in.
We start with Hayley, that prostitute, though, don't we? Danny hit him outside the flat and then needed to stash the body inside.
Danny?
Yeah.
Have you seen the size of him? Nah, that's far more Ripley style.
Well, we've got evidence that Danny was in a fight, not Ripley.
Without a witness, I'm not sure we can say the fight happened at all. It's a paradox that Wittgenstein would have a lot to say about.
Well, let's bring him in for interview. No, the desk sergeant said he just turned up.
And has he got a solicitor?
He says he doesn't want one. I've got the duty social worker on his way.
No mention of his dad?
He doesn't want his dad here.
No, of course he doesn't. This is it then. We just sit there and listen. I knew he'd come around. Just didn't realise it would be this quick.
arcade, and Haley rang him when he turned up.
So why didn't you move the body to the arcade on the same night?
Because it was too late, because Hallworth begins his one-man protest at 5 in the morning.
No. Haley was scared out of her wits. Why? Because she killed Mike Hooley. He's gone there, started on her. She's hit him with a weapon in self-defense.
She's scared, all right. She's scared of Ripley Holden.
Hi!
How'd you know I was here?
I'm a detective. I read your diary.